Chief, you're recognized.
I will get through this one as quickly as possible. We do have one proclamation remaining. It's Proclamation 13-14. And what this is an amendment to Proclamation 1405, which is our WMA proclamation. We discovered an error, unfortunately, a few weeks ago regarding bear season on North Cherokee, where we inadvertently messed up a date. So we are asking the commission to accept the recommendation. As it currently stands, that proclamation states on North Cherokee that bear is the same as statewide season, except closed September 27th to October 10th. And our recommendation is to change that closure to October 5th. And the reason for that is there is a bear dog hunt that begins on October 6th in Bear Hunt Zone 1, which encompasses North Cumberland. And we wanted to make sure that the dog hunters had the opportunity to hunt North Cherokee. It should have been this way in the beginning, and we just want to make that correction. And we'll notify the public in various means that the dog hunting is allowed on North Cherokee if this amendment passes.
Any questions for Chief Radajak?
So the hunting guide has already been in print.
It has, and we're already exploring avenues of getting the word out to make sure that everyone knows. Primarily the folks that hunt North Cherokee with the dogs, it has been open for them, and so we will field the phone calls if they see it in the hunting guide that it is closed. But we'll conduct the proper media tools that we use to inform those that it will be open for them.
Commissioner McMillan.
Would this be a good time to discuss our bear reserves in Johnson County? I mean, we're getting some complaints from farmers in Shady and all that are really having a lot of bear damage, crop damage from bears. And I know they get depredation permits, but the comment, and I made a call to a fellow the other day, and he says, he milks in the morning, milks at night, doesn't have time to sit in the field at night and trying to, kill a bear in the middle of his cornfield. And it's hard anyway because, one, it's dark, and two, it's in the middle of his corn, and the corn's 10 foot high. I mean, is our bear reserve, if we got to the point that our bear reserve may be a little bit too large, or is that a question we even want to look at or study at this point? I understand. Our numbers are way up, and I just wonder, is it one way to control the bears, maybe to open up a little more area for hunting?
I believe it's a discussion that we'll have to make. Usually we undertake our harvest management discussions during the season setting process in January, and we will absolutely revisit that issue. I guess the best way to say that is, given the amount of bears that are out there, those reserves are working very well for protecting the bears. And so that's a discussion that we will have.
I agree they need protection, but at what point do we finally decide they're getting to be almost a nuisance to the point that they're destroying too many crops? No, I'm not saying I just wonder if that's something we need to study.
Absolutely. In Region 4 and Region 3 are on top of it. We're very far along with the bear plan, and one of the ways we address those nuisance issues is with the depredation permits, and we're expanding archery seasons. We're trying to give our sportsmen the most opportunity to take the bears out before they become a nuisance, and so those are avenues we could explore.
When you have a depredation permit, is it just the owners of the property, or can they actually get permits for maybe to let hunters come in on their property and hunt to help to control them?
It can be designated any which way the officer deems most appropriate to address that problem. Okay. If the landowner cannot do it himself, you can designate other individuals who could also
so it's
alleviate
just access. The situation just assessed by the local officer.
Yeah, every depredation permit is handwritten after it's reviewed by the officer.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'll second what Dr. McMillan said. In the area that we happen to live in, we are seeing bears in the middle of town. We're seeing bears on all the farms around. The bear population has exploded in Sullivan and Carter, Unicoi counties. In Johnson County especially, where the huge bear reserve is up there. So I definitely think we need to look at that situation.
Thank you. Okay, we have Proclamation 1413, amending Proclamation 1405. Is there any discussion for members of the public? Is there a motion on the proclamation? Motion on the proclamation.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Any comments from the public? All those in favor of Proclamation 1413, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. You adopt and recommend to the commission. Thank you, members, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your patience.
Chairman Woodson and Mr. Radjack, I apologize. I was looking at an old agenda, and that was my mistake. At this time, I believe we'll take about a 10-minute break.